of the largest underground settlements in the region. These cities were used by people to seek refuge from enemy attacks. There are different floors in this underground city, and as I went deeper, a growing sense of panic began to creep up. It's like a different world down there, a very narrow, congested, and claustrophobic world. The city has low, narrow, and sloping passages. This underground city consists of 8 floors below ground level. Only 4 of them are open to the public. So it's quite a large city. It has lots of tunnels and narrow passages. It has a winery, massive stone doors, food storage rooms, bedrooms, ventilation shafts, stables, cellars, church. It has everything. So the whole structure of this underground city is very well planned and very well thought of. Actually, each living space is organized around a ventilation shaft. I'm standing right outside the entrance to the underground city. The spaces were really small. Majority of the time you had to just bend your head really down and bend your knees and walk 10-12 steps. So it was really interesting, plus a little difficult because it was so suffocating. But still, it was interesting to see how those people lived when in times of danger. And this is the little market right outside the underground city. This valley is great if you want to do some Cappadocian cave church exploring off the beaten path. There are many churches and caves in this region. Okay, so this is the second stop. It is called the Church of Cappadocia. It's also quite an ancient church. I think monks used to live here until the 14th century. So this is also a very breathtaking view. Just look at the whole valley. It's quite a revelation for me that Cappadocia is so rich in history. I was not aware of that at all. I just came for the hot air balloons and the beautiful sights. But these guided tours are really providing a different insight into all of this. Was the snake snake caves, and they're called that because there's a painting of a snake in one of the caves, so that's why it's called the snake caves. It's called the church with snakes, and it's mainly called that because of the painting. I thought there were live snakes inside, so I was a bit reluctant to come in, but thankfully there were no live snakes. And now I'm trying not to slip on the ice and going down. So hopefully I'll reach safe and sound. So this was the Church of Snakes behind me. The Church of Snake is named because of the painting on one of the walls showing Saint George and Saint Theodore killing the snake and dragon. The frescoes here are from the 11th and 13th century. Okay, so this was a lunch stop. So we stopped at a very cozy little restaurant whose name I forgot to see, but it was really good. It was a 2-course meal, first appetizer and then it was a main course. The appetizers were like 3 different kinds, and I was almost full just with the appetizers, so I couldn't eat the whole of main course. It was chicken with rice, the main course, and the appetizers were Turkish pancakes. They were filled with cheese and spinach. There was bread, there was butter, there was chili sauce, quite a lot of things, and very filling. And now my tour is going and I have to leave, but I'm just showing you the place. So this is the place where we had lunch. I'm not wearing gloves and my hands are freezing, but I'm enjoying, in fact I'm thoroughly enjoying this whole of Cappadocia. So this is the second last stop on the green tour, and this is a small village called Mustafa Pasha. Although we are doing the green tour, but it's a little modified because of the snow. We couldn't go to the original canyon that was in the green tour. We took a different one, so that's, I think, the main difference. This used to be a Greek town which was originally called Synassos by its Ottoman Greek residents. Synassos means city of the sun. You can see the Greek influence here in the houses and in the church of Saint Nicholas. Honestly, for me, this town was just an okay stop, as it didn't really excite or fascinate me. Maybe it can be exciting for someone who really loves the history of this specific place. But I was happy to move on to the next stop. These are a group of 3 fairy chimneys, 2 large ones and a baby one in between them. There are several legends attached to the 3 graces, one of which is that there was a king whose only daughter fell in love with a shepherd boy. Knowing that her father wanted her to marry in a wealthy family, the princess quietly eloped with her true love. The king was enraged and refused to acknowledge the marriage, so the couple remained in hiding for several years. After their first child was born, the princess returned to the palace, sure that the king will forgive them now. She was hugely mistaken, as the bitter king ordered his guards to kill them. When it became clear that the princess and her shepherd husband could not outrun the guards, she called upon the gods, who turned the stricken family into these stone formations, so they remained together forever. Although a sad legend, but it does add a little bit of mystery to the whole vibe of this place. As for the place, it was beautiful. It overlooked the rolling countryside. I definitely would have stayed here longer if I was not tied down to the schedule of the group tour. I guess that's the drawback of being a part of a group tour. You can't really explore at your own pace. This was the least interesting part of the tour for me, and one which I would have happily missed. This is a big gem store containing sparkling jewelry. You might be tempted to buy some, given how beautifully the overpriced jewelry is displayed. But I didn't buy anything from here, and what I read afterwards, I was thankful that I didn't. I have been reading many reviews from people claiming they were sold fake gemstones. As I said, I didn't buy anything for myself, so I don't have first-hand experience, but just something to watch out for if you do the green tour. Read reviews about this shop online first and then make up your mind.